You're ready to go to another level, but you're apprehensive about moving forward. Why is this? It's because of fear. It's because of doubt. Well, let me tell you, any fear or doubts that you have, they can be minimized and in some cases, even eliminated. All it takes is for you to be prepared. Hi, my name is Sherry Webb. Not only am I a life coach, I'm a mother, sister, author, blogger, aunt, friend, and all around businesswoman on the move. I like to refer to myself as the mind shift coach. And that is because all changes of your mindset, they occur one mind shift at a time. That's right, one shift at a time. Now, today's episode, I'm going to talk about what it takes to go to another level in life. And this has everything to do with your mindset. So if you're ready to go to a new level in life, it's going to require that you shift your thinking. So the first thing, when you're ready to, say take on a new challenge in life, or you have a new goal. Let's say you're an entrepreneur, you want to take your business to a new level. Or let's say that you are working a 9 to 5 and you're ready to go to a new level even at your job. So in order to do anything in life on a personal or career and business level, you have to shift your mindset. Everything has to do with the mindset you have, and the current mindset you have has gotten you to the level that you're on right now, which in essence means if you're ready to go to a new level, you have to shift your mindset. So what I have noticed is the biggest problem that so many people encounter when they're trying to move forward in life is fear. So it's like the fear of ... And there's all these different reasons of why something can't happen or what could go wrong, right? And so there's a lot of apprehension when it comes to moving forward for a lot of people because they automatically think of all the negatives, instead of thinking of all the possibilities. So when that happens, you have to be able to shift your focus on where you're trying to go, right? So in order to go to a whole nother level in life, the first thing you have to do is prepare to go there. You can't go anywhere in life until you prepare to do so. Even if you don't prepare, you're preparing, right? So, like I said, if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. So everything requires some level of preparation. And if you fail to plan, then you stay stuck. And it's just as simple as that. So let's get started with like what it's going to take to really move forward. First and foremost, y'all, is no matter what, be authentic. I'm real big on authenticity, and I know if you've watched any of my previous videos, I talk about being authentic. Even in preparation, even though you may prepare, don't prepare so much that you're trying to be perfect. The importance of being authentic no matter what. You can't, perfection does not exist. There is no one that is perfect. So it's okay in doing what you do to not be perfect. It's okay to allow people to see you're flawed. Like, we all are flawed, and I think that's what gets a lot of people caught up too, is that you can prepare so much that you are preparing to be perfect, and that's impossible. And another thing, I just want to cover this as well, for when you're preparing to go to another level, is stopping that little voice that's in your head that tells you you're not good enough. Don't let other people's opinions and words and thoughts and all that stuff get in the way of you pressing forward, right? Okay, so moving forward is, in order to go to the next level, you have to prepare. So what does that look like? What it looks like is, first of all, you have to know where you're starting, right? So you have to know where you're starting, and then B, you have to know where you're going. So you're at point A, and you're trying to get here. And in between this space and this space is where you prepare. So what does that look like? You have to know, it's really, really important to put things into perspective, right? For where you're trying to go. So you want to look at, what does it look like? Let's say that you know in your heart that you are a leader, and that you should be in a leadership role in life. But you've been doubting yourself, because the only reason you're doubting yourself is because you're not prepared to go there. What will it look like to be in this position of leadership, to be in a leadership role? Part of the preparation is looking at, what will it look like to be in this new role you're trying to go to? What will it feel like? And mostly important is, what is going to be required? What skills do you need to learn? What new knowledge do you need to acquire in order to go to this new level in life? So if you know you are a leader and you know there's room for growth, then just know that you're not experiencing this alone. There are many people who have the same type of concerns. So let's say that maybe you are a great organizer or a great event planner, and you are currently doing something that it's not what you're supposed to be doing, right? But you're ready to go do that thing that you're called to do. In order to transition from point A to point B, it's going to require that, like I said before, that you put things into perspective, take a realistic look at what it's going to take. So in between point A and point B, while you're preparing, that preparation is also changing your mindset. It's changing your mindset and conditioning you to become who you need to be, to even be able to walk in the shoes of that person who is the event planner, who is the personal or professional organizer, or the person who's in a leadership role. The preparation, and then actually taking those action steps to prepare yourself, is what actually shifts your mindset. It's one shift at a time. And that's where a lot of people get hung up, is they get impatient with the process, and they can see where they're wanting to go, and who they can see themselves as, who they envision themselves to be. They can see that, but they're not quite there, right? And so what happens a lot of times is people get impatient with the process, not understanding that when you're prepared to go somewhere, and then you start taking those small steps, those small actionable steps, one step at a time, is also shifting your mindset one shift at a time, until you eventually, over time, you eventually will have a new mindset, right? Because success on any level, accomplishing any goal, it does not happen overnight. I mean, some goals are easy, but I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to do something completely different or go to a different level in life, that type of goal is going to require preparation, which in the process of becoming who you need to be, is going to change your mindset over time. If you have any thoughts that's stopping you from proceeding or moving forward, it is going to require that you change from the current mindset that you have to one that is more conducive to where you're trying to go, right? So, a lot of people so much of the time, so many times they're like, that's hard work, or they don't want to do the work. They are actually aware of the fact that it's going to take work to become who you need to be in order to be on a different level in life. And people don't want to do the work. But the thing of it is, the reason they don't want to do the work is because they're looking at this entire thing. Like, they're looking at the big picture of it all. Like, they see this new level in life, or this new position, or this new role, or what they really desire to do. They see it as out there somewhere, or it's too far. Failing to take into account that nothing happens overnight, as I said. And yes, it is hard work, but it's not that hard if you put things into perspective and understand that it's just going to require you doing. Okay, so let me put it like this. I'm going to give you an easy way to view the process of getting to a place of success, or whatever you view as success, right? Because to me, you're successful if you're happy, if you're doing what you love to do. Success is not about, you making millions of dollars, right? Because you can be making six figures and be perfectly happy because you are actually walking in your purpose and doing what you want to do. So I'm going to make this really easy to digest as far as what it really takes to shift your mind to that of where you see yourself going, right? Okay, so you have to break the process down into digestible steps that you can take, right? The first step I took when I was becoming a life coach was to say, okay, I'm going to become a life coach. The next step I looked at was, what does it take to become that? And then I started researching. And so that's another thing that you have to do. You have to do your research. Like I said, what is it going to take to be in this new role? Who do you have to become? That is the main thing, is who do you have to become? You do have to become a different version of who you are. It's almost like you have to evolve. You have to evolve, and you have to be willing to change. You can't be closed-minded. You can't have a set, like a fixed mindset where you're not open to the possibilities. And that is another thing that stops people, is they're not open to the possibilities that are actually available to them. They think that it's not available to them, this new level. Even very successful people, there's no one who is successful or on any level in life that doesn't still strive to go to a new level. I don't care who that person may be, where they're at. That's why millionaires want to become billionaires. That's why six-figure earners strive to make it to $1 million. It's not about the money. Now, for some people, it is about the money, but when you get to a certain level in your thought process, it is no longer about the money. It is about pursuing purpose. It's about impact. It's about, who can I become? Can I accomplish this? It's about challenging yourself to become a better version of who you are. It becomes more on, it's just on a different level, right? And so, yes, you do have to become a different version of who you are, but if you're striving, or if you desire to go to a new level, you're going to want to see, can I become that person to accomplish this goal, to get in this position, to go to this new level in life, right? And that's really what preparation is. Preparation means you're studying. Find someone who is already doing what you want to do and study that person. Study what they did to get to that point. Study that field, that area that you're trying to go to. You want to study and look at other people that have succeeded in it, and then begin to prepare yourself to get there. And another thing is, it doesn't matter how much you prepare. You can prepare all day long, but if you do not take any action, if you do not do the work, one step at a time, and it will shift your mind one shift at a time. It'll change your mindset one shift at a time. If you do not take any action, and not only taking action, but actually believe that it's possible for you, nothing changes. Your mindset is what changes your reality. Not just doing stuff. You can do stuff. It's people that's busy all day. They busy doing this. They busy doing that. They moving around. And they're going absolutely nowhere. It's the truth. It's the truth. So you have to be intentional in your steps. Be intentional in your steps. Be intentional in your processes. Be intentional in your preparation. Be intentional, right? In changing your mindset. So that means you have to pay attention to what you're doing if you're actually making progress. So it's best to just be yourself, be authentic in your growth, be authentic in everything you do, and then just believe in yourself. Believe that it's possible for you, and be realistic. Please don't set these high standards and these impossible goals of achievement so high and to the point that it becomes self-sabotaging, because that's what a lot of people do. They do stuff, they set these high goals for themselves that literally is setting themselves up to fail, because the goal is so high in such a short period of time that it's impossible to accomplish. So be realistic in your approach. Be realistic in your idea of your timeline of where you're trying to go from point A to point B. Be realistic. Put things into perspective, and I guarantee you that if you do those things, that you will succeed, right? Because listen, think about this. When you want to, you just have to be strategic, and you do that anyway. You may not even realize that you automatically are strategic in a lot of things you do in life. Let's say you want to plan a vacation. You want to go on vacation. Well, you plan for that vacation, right? You're still strategic in it. You're like, okay, we're going to take a family vacation in 6 months. Isn't that being strategic? You're already thinking 6 months in advance. You're thinking 6 months in the future. And then between this month one and getting to the point of going on vacation, you're like, okay, this is how much we need to save to really enjoy ourselves and go all out when we get there. This is, where we're going to go, where we're going to stay, what we're going to do. You plan the activities, you start researching. Oh, what can we do while we're there? What activities, what places can we visit? But you plan in advance, and by the time the 6 months rolls around, you got your money in order, you got your hotel stay or your Airbnb set up and paid for. You've got your activities planned for the family. You've got everything in order so that you've got even the number of days you're going to be there. You were strategic. And so then when you go out of town, your trip is a success. You have a blast. You have a ball, because you were prepared. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when you're ready to go to another level in life. It's just not going on vacation. So, all right. So those are my they're very simple steps. Now, I didn't say easy, but they are simple, right? And the only way that you can really view them as hard is if you look at everything in its totality. So just start with one step, just one. Okay, what am I gonna do today as far as going to the next level? Maybe today is just writing it down. And that's another thing that's super important. You have to write stuff down. When you write it down and then you speak it, oh, things start happening. I'm telling you. And then ideas come to you, people come to you, resources come to you. You'll be amazed at how the universe starts shifting in your favor. God will start moving people out the way, and when you get prepared, he'll make it happen for you when he knows that you're serious about it and it's something that is for you, right? So those are my tips for today on being prepared. You can do it. Whatever you want to do, in whatever area in life you want to succeed, as long as you're realistic, as long as you're prepared, as long as you keep things in perspective, as long as you take calculated steps, and stay consistent. As long as you're consistent and as long as you are being true to who you are, success is guaranteed. Now, when I say be realistic, it really means that, like, don't set yourself up for failure. That's like me saying, oh, I'm about to go out and be a A-list actress. Boo, come on now. I'm just saying, be realistic and plan and be persistent and be consistent and believe in yourself always, and success is yours, okay? I want to thank y'all sincerely for joining me today. I always appreciate when you join me, and because it's such a pleasure to be able to give you some tips, share my life and share things that I know work with you, that can make your life easier, that can make it easier for you to overcome your fears. And it makes, if you're someone who's into changing your mindset because you want to live a better life, you want to become the best version of who you are, then this channel is for you, because I'm gonna cover all of that. I'm gonna cover it all, from careers to relationships to personally developing yourself, and everything in life. I don't care what it is. If you want to start a business, if you want to transition from a 9-to-5 to entrepreneurship, it all begins with your mindset. I'm gonna keep bringing you some good stuff that's gonna help you get your mind together and get your mind better, and strengthen your mind and strengthen your belief in yourself. Help you understand, why certain things don't work out and why certain things do. Give you tips and all of that stuff that'll help you just navigate through life and become successful. So thank y'all for joining, and subscribe. You can subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so that anytime I put out a new video, you'll be notified, right? So y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.